Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Isaac.
And this is All Things Video, a podcast that covers everything you need to know about leveraging video content for your business.
Join us as we discuss the latest tools, trends, and tactics in video marketing.
Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to the All Things Video podcast. We're excited to be here again. Have a great episode lined up for you today that's going to be really valuable. As is our custom, question of the day before we jump in, Isaac, what's one piece of video content that you have seen recently that inspired you and why?
I was on YouTube the other day, right?
That's where it all starts, the
YouTube
YouTube rabbit hole.
The dark hole of the tube. And there was a thumbnail that I found very intriguing, and it was talking about how this movie, the camera they used to shoot this movie was going to revolutionize the film industry. And that was a very intriguing title. I don't remember who the video was by. I wish I did. But I clicked on it and I watched it, and it was breaking down this new movie that's coming out called Oppenheimer. And he was the man who created the atomic bomb. So it's that entire story. But they basically had, it's by Christopher Nolan, by the way, directed by him. So I'm sure it's going to be good. But they had a massive budget for this. And instead of shooting on a digital camera, they shot on a IMAX camera, which is about 4 times the size. The sensor is about 4 times the size of a regular full frame camera. So it's just an incredible image, and they shot it in black and white. So they actually had to they had to make new film for this camera because they don't make it anymore. So I thought the depths they went to try to match some of the original footage of the atomic bomb was so cool. It's incredible. It's very, very beautiful.
And you're saying the whole film is going to be in black and white?
I'm not positive, but I think so.
Okay. Wow.
Or at least maybe some of it. I didn't watch the actual full trailer. I just saw clips from the trailer in the YouTube video. So I was very inspired by that. Just the thinking outside the box with that movie, I thought was very creative and kind of inspiring to me.
Well, along those lines, today's topic is all about thinking outside the box with videos. There's a lot of things that most people who are investing in video content are doing. Promotional videos, educational videos, explainer videos. But today we want to talk through some things that you may not have thought of that we've found to be really, really effective when it comes to video content. So I'll just go ahead and jump into the very first one. The first one is using video content for your sales process. Something that I do a lot when I'm interacting with leads or people who have contacted us who are potentially interested in our services is instead of just typing out a long email, I'll record myself on a software we use called Loom. We're not affiliated with them at all, but we just really love their software. It works well. I'll record myself, and this is just a really great way to establish trust during the sales process. You can communicate more efficiently as well versus typing out a long email. And you can also show your personality. So it's just a lot more of a human way to interact with people versus just typing a long email.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think secondly, like internal communication videos are very valuable, and you can actually use that same software. It's a free software, right? Loom?
They have a free version. We use the paid version because of how much we use it. But yeah, it's affordable either way.
Yeah. And for, weekly thoughts, encouragement from the leadership team, just being more efficient in general. I mean, we can avoid a lot of meetings. Instead of calling everyone into the conference room, just record a quick 3-minute video with an update for what needs to happen that day in the company. Or along those lines, onboarding videos. Like I've been at jobs before where the onboarding process was really messy and it took
and boring.
Way too long and super boring. Yeah, it's like when it's that boring, no one actually pays attention.
Yeah.
So if you want people to be onboarded well, you could take your handbook and boil it down and then make it into a 10 or 20 minute video. And then hopefully by the end of that, the person watching it will actually be well informed and won't be bored out of their mind while getting onboarded.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know we touched on that briefly in the last episode, but we thought it'd be good to mention it again because not many people are doing that, and it can really make a big impact for your internal team. So sales videos, internal communications. The third one is video boxes. I don't know if you guys have heard of these, but there's actually companies out there who design these really cool custom branded little like cardboard boxes with a screen in the middle of them. So you can get these designed with your branding, your messaging all over the cover and the inside. And so you can ship this to people, and they'll open it. And when they open the front cover, there's the screen showing, and it'll automatically play whatever video you've loaded into it. So this is something we think about if, maybe there's 3 or 4 customers or 3 or 4 leads that we really want to get in front of and make a good impression with. Something we're actually talking about this week, trying out, is sending some of these video boxes. Just a great way. Like, I can't think of a better way to make a first impression in a really memorable way. So
absolutely. Or even as a thank you to a faithful customer or something.
For sure.
I mean, you could record a quick video on your phone and load it in there and just thank your customers for being awesome and hiring your company to solve their problem.
Definitely. They are somewhat costly versus like regular print, obviously. I think they're $20 to $25 per video box that you get custom ordered. But again, if you use them sparingly and strategically, it can be a really, really great sales tool or just customer care tool to say thank you. The next one is FAQ videos. So, a lot of your websites probably have an FAQ section answering questions that you guys hear all the time about your product, about your company, about the way that your service works or whatever. Add some videos to those. It doesn't just have to be text. Why don't you record someone on your team just clearly walking through the answers to commonly asked questions? These can be not only listed on your website, but then if someone emails you or contacts you guys through social media with a question about something, this saves time and makes you more efficient too, because then instead of typing a long response every time, you can just send a link to a video.
Absolutely. And remember, those videos, they don't need to be super long or super in-depth. But
or super fancy.
Simply having someone talking, even if it's an iPhone video, will be more engaging versus text on screen. People will remember it better. They'll have a better connection with your company. And ultimately, like you just said, it can be a great tool in that process of potential customers having questions. Instead of writing out that same email that you write out 20 times a week, just send a link to the video, say, here's something I put together for you. I hope this answers your question. The next way to kind of think outside of the box with using video is bio videos or email signatures. So there's some really cool things you can do with this. I'm sure you've seen on most people's websites, they have an About Us page or a bio page or our team page or something, and it'll have a headshot, and then it'll have a little description of who that person is and kind of what they do in their free time outside of the company. And those are great, and I really like it when people have those things on their website. But it's even more valuable to have a 30-second to 60-second video on there of that person talking and telling you a little bit about themselves. That can be a really cool way to, again, add more of a face to your company. Can have more personality, be more
of a
personal.
human touch, right?
Human relationship. And then likewise, you could use even that same video you recorded for the bio page, and you can attach those in your email signatures. That way, if someone has never met the person they're emailing with before, they could click on that video that's linked right at the bottom of the email and see a 30-second explainer of who this person is, what they do, so you can actually know you're talking to a real person and that they care about solving your problem.
So the next one is website videos. This is similar to what we said about the FAQ videos, but if you look at your website, you probably have a lot of pages on your site, and anywhere on your site where you have text, maybe a whole paragraph or 2 or 3 explaining something, that could be turned into a video. It's going to make your site more enjoyable for users to use, more engaging. From an SEO perspective, Google really likes to see videos on your website, so it's going to help you kind of all around to have a better website and to convert more leads through your site.
Yeah, absolutely. People will always pay more attention to someone actually talking to them on a video versus just text. And you want them to remember those things on your website. And the last one we have here is GIFs. Some people call them GIFs. I think that's wrong. I think
Me too.
GIFs.
I'm with you, man. It's GIFs for sure.
Absolutely. It's GIFs. It's not. There's no J. Just stop. Okay. So GIFs.
The word gems is spelled with a G. To be fair to both sides. And that's the J sound.
Okay, we're tangenting. Let's get back on. So GIFs, they are, I don't know if you guys have seen these, but a lot of people send these out in their email blast now, and I think it is awesome when you open an email.
Why don't you explain what a GIF is? I think most people know, but in case.
Good point. A lot of people have probably sent them over text before, but it's usually a clip taken from a video, and then it is transcoded into a different format that kind of don't know exactly how to explain it, but it's kind of like a few pictures that play in a loop automatically. And it can just be kind of a fun way to add personality. So
Yep.
we have tried this with our website in some areas, on email blasts and stuff. And I think it makes them much more engaging and absolutely catches your eye way more.
I mean, if you go on the Sleekfire website, you'll see our logo on the top left is actually a GIF.
Yeah.
We had a designer kind of animate our logo from the full logo down into our icon, and it just kind of loops. Just a way to add motion and better design to your site or your email blasts.
Yeah.
And like you said, add more, maybe even humor or character or personality. You can do anything with them, but something we've been looking into doing more and more on our site.
Yeah, and if you want to make those yourself, you can actually just take video clips or multiple photos you put into a video sequence. You can go on Canva or
Just
Giphy.
Google
They're free GIF maker. Yep.
Yeah, you just
they're all
upload
over the
video
place. Upload a video in a couple seconds. It'll spit out a GIF file, and it's unique, especially because it always loops. It doesn't. You don't have to click play for it to loop, which is really cool. So it's instantly catching people's attention.
Yep.
Yeah, that is all the things I think we have today listed for thinking outside the box with video. As always, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you guys a lot. We hope that this is providing a ton of value for you and your business that you're running day to day. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode.
See ya. All Things Video is a podcast produced by Sleekfire. Sleekfire is a video production company based in St. John's, Michigan. For more information, visit sleekfire.io and make sure to check out our blog for a large collection of helpful resources.